morning and welcome to me and my sister. It's about 7 a.m. and I haven't taken my morning dump yet, so this may be a bit difficult. Okay, in today's show we're going to show you how to play golf. So let's take charge of your game. But first, hey Tiski, what's this?
It's a parrot.
It's a parrot, but it's not applicable. First part of playing golf, how to aim. When we try to aim a golf club, we often stand there and look at the target and aim the club face to the target very far away. That is completely impossible. So what you want to do is set up to the ball, forget about everything. Forget about your feet, your shoulders, your hands, everything. Forget about all the crap that people have told you and align your club face to something 1 or 2 feet in front of the ball. Make every shot a 1 or 2 foot shot. That's how you aim. Now that we've prevented this video from going on too long talking about BS and we've shown you how to line up, next step, let's talk about the club. This is a golf club. This is what we call the handle. Some people call it a grip, we call it a handle. This is the club. Some people call it a club, we call it a stick. Now it's very important on the early morning not to drop your stick onto the ground when there's dew so you don't get your shaft wet. Okay, now let's talk about the grip. Okay, this is the grip. You hold the club with 2 hands. If you're right-handed, your left one goes on top of the right, and if you're left-handed, your right one goes on top of the left. Now, it's very important to see what is a bad grip so you don't do it yourself. The grip is very important and is a key fundamental of the game. If you this up, you everything else up. So let's start with the basics. Here's some bad grips, okay? First bad grip is the hockey grip. Difficult to hit the ball. The next bad grip is the reverse grip. Extremely difficult to hit the golf ball. Not so easy. The correct way to hold the golf club is to find something of a similar shape to a golf club, something like an iPad, okay? You want to get an iPad, something like that. You want to hold it like this against your palm. And you want to take it back and take it through. Take it back and take it through.
I can't reach the ball.
It always helps to use something shaped like a golf club. Something like this to be able to help you swing the golf club. iPads really help with that. I'll show you now. Come, let's square the club face up to this. Okay, take it back and square it up to the iPad. Moving on, and it's about this time of the morning that I start craving coffee and I start prairie dogging. So it's about this time of the morning where I start craving coffee and I start prairie dogging it. Hopefully we'll be back home soon. Now the important question is, do you hit it off a tee or do you hit it off the ground? Okay, this is a key question in golf and it's one that's been asked for centuries. There's no definitive answer to this because many people believe that you should hit the ball off the ground all the time as it lies. We, at me and my sister, don't believe that. We like to carry buckets around with sand in them and put it underneath the ball and use that as a way to raise the ball. Often
With my tea.
Often you might find us in the rough using a bit of the toe wedge. Could you show us the toe wedge? Very effective in shaving strokes. Another one we like to use is the hand wedge. Okay, so, oh boy, I found myself in the rather untenable situation of being behind a tree. How am I going to get this out? Sometimes the toe wedge or the leather wedge doesn't work. Sometimes no one's watching. You can be a bit more audacious. Found it over here. Found it. Now these are ways that you can shave strokes very easily. Now there's one more, and this is very important. It's a bit more difficult. If you'd like to come and instruct over here, Tiski, and stop fucking around with the camera. This one may be a bit easier for males, but can also be effective for women, especially if they are wearing trousers, because you have to wear trousers. It's a bit more difficult in shorts. This is called the sneaky drop. Nobody must see this. You have to turn away from them. You take another ball out. You're in the rough. You can't find your ball. And just slip it down the front of your pants. Shake it out. Oh yes, yeah it is. Here's the ball. Now this is not so easy because if a female does this at the bottom of their skirt, it might seem funny. Think quick. Try it yourself. Let's see how it goes. You're in the rough. I'm over here looking for your ball. How would you do this?
Found it.
Oh, that's so lucky. Now let's go through a couple of myths. One of these myths: do you need to be straight to hit the ball straight? This is the age-old question in golf. Should you hit the ground? Well, in golf, this is the question that we have to answer by noticing how many balls there are. Tiski has no balls, I think. I mean, she has one ball on the ground and one big ball underneath the small ball. In golf, the rule is to hit the small ball before the big ball. Okay, that's hitting the big ball before the small ball. She was not supposed to do that. Don't do that. Okay, that's how you do it. Just completely miss everything and just hit the top of the ball. That works too. Okay, let's try that one more time. We may be here all morning. It's starting to come out now. The head is starting to make an appearance. Okay, that's much better. She still thinned it. Now let's try take a divot.
Sorry about that.
Very good.